What's up, everyone? Today's video, very excited for this one. We got some boxes of the Trails TCG Volume 2, the new set just released recently. For those who don't know, the Trails series is like one of my favorite JRPG series. I've been playing it since the first game on the PSP in English in 2012. Really excited for this one. I actually did a video about unboxing the first set. You can check that out on my channel. Maybe I'll put a link for it somewhere in the description, something like that. But really excited to go into this. This is a great game, actually, too. I've played probably about 50-ish games of the set one with my friend. So not like I'm a huge expert, but I played a fair amount. The cool thing about this game is that it involves both. Before I get into that, look at the box on all sides. You can't really tell from watching, but the box material feels really good. It's kind of like a almost a matted cardboard. Really nice material. This set 2 seems to focus a lot on the Cold Steel games, but I think it has a bit of everything. I know that Liberal Kingdom and items and all that is a pretty big mechanic. Every box comes with one of 3 box toppers. It's like a full art promo. So this is Fee, pretty good one to get. I believe the 3 you can get are Rian, Elisa, and Fee. Every box comes with these like funny event ticket vouchers, which are kind of interesting. You never really see this. In Japan, they actually use these for big official events. That's how you get admission to get in. And they also have this like, this is a very Japanese style thing. It's like a little cardboard hanger that you put on the hanging rack in the store. And when someone wants to buy a pack, they just bring this up to the register and you scan that. It's pretty funny that they just include one in every box. Quick rule guide, how to play. This is actually how I taught myself to play during the initial volume. The back side has like a playmat with all the like instructions on it, and the front side has a slightly more comprehensive keyword guide and everything like that. It doesn't completely cover everything, but it's pretty good. I used this to teach myself and it worked well. Every box also comes with a life dial. You can like build it with the cardboard, so it doesn't look good all flat like this, but pretty useful. I ended up just using more of like a phone app to count life most of the time, but it's nice. Each box comes with 20 packs. It should. I'm going to count that right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can see the pack art. This one features Arena and Elisa, Cold Steel based. I think there are a lot of Thor's Military Academy trait cards in this set. You can see here, yeah. So the weird thing about Trails TCG, I talked about it in the last video, covering Volume 1, but so there's only 4 rarities: normal, rare, SR, and secret. Every pack comes with 4 normal, 3 rare, and 1 SR. So unlike games like Weiss or One Piece with their double rares and SRs, these are 1 in every pack. Kind of weird. And the other crazy thing that's like very unique to other TCGs is that this game only has like the secrets are the only alternate arts. Every other card, SR, R, and N, are functionally unique cards. So secret, there's only 2 alt arts in this whole set. So it's not that you can really chase too many like shiny, foily, fancy things. It's just the 2 secrets. Secret rates are about 1 in 3 boxes. 1 in 3 boxes, so 1 in 60 packs. And yeah, I guess we're gonna go right into it. I'm going to try to do this one a bit. I'm gonna do the first box a little slower and then speed up in the second one. I want to talk about the game a little bit. So a really cool thing about this game is that it's designed pretty heavily for both sealed and constructed play. So in sealed, literally all you do is it's called Blitz Battle. You take 5 packs and you just open them, use every single card in your deck. You do not like deck build in that way if you do the Blitz game mode. And it's pretty fun. It actually works very well. I feel like the game, ooh, I missed one card. Ooh, that's a spoiler. I feel like the game is kind of designed, built with that in mind. So because this card didn't come out of the pack right, but this is the rare, or the SR. It's Alan Richard. He's a cool dude. So it's supposed to be 4 normals. There's Dorothy. She's great. 3 rares. 1, 2, 3. And then the SR. So I opened 2 packs at once. So this is like 2 packs next to each other. I really liked the first set. I purposely didn't look at too many of these Volume 2 cards because I wanted to like kind of experience it firsthand. I kind of looked at like a little bit of random stuff. I know there were some erratas and nerfs from Volume 2 because some things were like broken. So it's good that they're like updating and balancing the game a bit before they bring it over here. This is like the final, more updated version of the game, I guess. So yeah, I guess I skipped through that first pack. Like Don Kapua, Emma, William, Square. So those are 4 normals. I'm not gonna go too much into how the game works because I kind of want to focus on the opening and everything. But I'm gonna maybe look at specific cool key cards and craft effect, art effect. 1, 2, 3. Second rare. This is a spell. It's called an event actually. Trial of the Sword style. You can action every unit you control with CP cost 5 or more. If you do, give something 7/7. That's kind of funny. Don't know how good it is, but it's probably fine. Turns any of your... Cost 5 is kind of big. I feel like if you're resting on cost 5, you're giving up more than 7/7 power. So, or 7 strength, 7 defense. So, I don't know how I feel about that. This is packs 3 and 4. Again, the box has 20 packs in it. Normally, I would just rip these open, but I'm doing this whole scissors thing because I want to keep some of the packs nice like this. So I just really like Trials. This is a 2-cost Tita Russell. This is a very, very good card. In pre-errata, there's some like broken synergy you can do with Tita and items and things like that, but she's still very good. This card costs 1 less CP, 1 less mana, I guess, to play for each item you control. So you could kind of just like free play her, essentially. On play, gain 5 bond. Bond is the life in this game, so heal 5 for free, and a free unit. 2/3 is like actually a pretty decent stat line too, so yeah, that's pretty abusable. Elliot, Eustace, Olaf are 4 normals. Olivier, not Olivier, Olivert, yes. 3 rares. It's a 0-cost item. That's kind of interesting. You can rest this. 2 target units you control can SC-LM attack, SCM support. This doesn't seem that great, honestly, but it costs 0, so, you know, use it to cheat out Tita, I guess. This is Arena. Those are nice. This is a 6-cost. So it's funny, in the first set, a lot of the SRs actually were not very good cards, just because the way the game kind of works, it's a very, like, fast-paced game, and most of the SRs were, like, mid-high cost cards. So a lot of them didn't actually see any play. Let's see. I think I heard that they buffed a lot of the second set ones. Or not buffed, but, you know, made them more playable. So 6-cost, not on play. You can discard an Airborne Empire to give something 1/1. It doesn't seem that great, honestly, but art looks nice. Really nice, actually. See that foil? This is our 4th pack. 1, 2, Nile. Yeah. 1, 2, General Morgan. Liberals counterattack. It's a 3-cost event. If you control 3 or more stunned units, ready target unit. Okay. It's a counterattack, right? Your guys are getting destroyed, then you can fight back. It's a restand card. I'm going to be very careful to not cut the tops of these. Very paranoid about that. Luckily, I've never made that mistake. Knock on wood. We got... This is a funny art, actually. And so, it doesn't actually say here, but common is a mechanic in this game where the set 1 had a couple... Maybe the police was the only common. There was a common card. I don't mean common in terms of rarity. I mean common in terms of, like, with any card with the subtext common, you can put as many copies in your deck as you want. So, this one you could put, like... Normally the limit is 4 of the same card in the deck. This one can have like 12 if you want. The police in set 1 had a funny mechanic around that, but looks like there's one in this too. Julia, she's cool. Josette is very cool. Another Dorothy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got Mueller Vander. Let's see what it is. He's a 4-cost with martial arts. Martial arts is when it is in combat with 1 or more units, it gains +1/+1 for every unit it is in combat with. So if people are group attacking it, it gains more power. So he's harder to get rid of. Martial arts. Loyalty. So loyalty is a new mechanic in this game. We actually looked at a couple, I think there were some cards earlier that said loyalty, I just kind of didn't explain it. Loyalty, if you have a card on board with the name as the whatever loyalty is saying, you get a special effect. So for example, this one, it's loyalty. If you control an Olivier, this card has hate. Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, if you control Olivier, this card gets extra effects. That's what loyalty is. So he gains hate, and the effect, whenever this card stuns a unit while attacking alone, KO it. That's so funny that he gets hate whenever Olivier is here. That's pretty on flavor for this for this game. That's really funny. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Lisa. She's it's the cover art. This is probably the promo you get as a box topper. I don't know for sure, but it looks like it because it's like the most main art for Scarlet. And hey, the sister. Got Alphin, Leonidas, Gaius, and the Recluse Cube. This is another item. So it's funny. Items. So there's spells, bases, units, and items. Those 4 card types have always existed, even in set 1. But in set 1, there's only a single item in the game. So this one, they're adding a lot more items, creating more emphasis on that. So it's really weird that they only made a single item before in the first set. So this one is the Recluse Cube. It is 2 cost. On play, choose a name and treat you as though you control a unit with that name until this card leaves the field. So this is kind of like a free loyalty, basically. Play it down, say anything, and all your loyalty stuff activates, even if you don't have the unit. Units with that name cost 1 less to play. Oh, that's actually crazy. Huh. That's really cool, actually. So you can cheapen the cost of those loyalty units, too. That's nice. Maybe part of the idea is that some cards that have loyalty name mechanic, like if certain cards need Olivia or something, that means the Olivia cards are deliberately designed weaker. So this kind of like buffs them to make them more appropriate for their cost, perhaps. Or maybe it's just like a cool little, you know. Another neat thing is that it doesn't say that this can't stack. So I guess if you have multiple and you play them all, you could just like early play a lot of things. Kind of neat. You just reduce the cost by like 2 or 3. Kind of cool. We got Alan Richard. He was our first SR. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, and so I guess because like, if you say a name, you can say Alan Richard, and that would affect both this 5 cost and 3 cost Alan Richard. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm like 85% sure that's how it works, but I don't completely know. I don't know the set 2 cards too well. I just know general gameplay from set 1 experience. But yeah, you could make like a waifu deck if you really want to. I don't know if there's enough cards for that in the pool, but the idea is there. Another Olivert. Yeah, there's like a lot of Olivert cards. I keep saying Olivert, but that's what it says, but I like Olivia. Rares. We got Duvali. Ouroboros. She is a 5. I'm really only reading the SRs for the effects. You guys can like pause on the rest if you want. But I kind of want to keep this flowing a little fast. Again, second box is going to be much faster than the first. This is just my first time seeing these cards in person, so I'm pretty excited. I want to absorb it. It's a 5 cost with attribution and martial arts. Discard its effect. You can discard an Ouroboros to ready this card once per turn. So after you can attack with it, then discard an Ouroboros to stand again. And it's 8/8. Attribution is another new mechanic. I don't believe attribution was in the first set. It's on this cool little nifty guide here. Whenever units you control first attack each turn, this card gains the organizations of them this turn. So organizations is like here. This one's a Ouroboros. So I guess that means like if this Alan Rich, this is your board, and on your turn you attack with Alan Richard, this card will gain the Liberal Kingdom. I call it traits, but I guess you should call it. I guess I should call it. What do they call it here? Organization. That doesn't seem very strong to me. It seems kind of slow. That's just a misunderstanding. Yeah, you have to. Whenever a unit you control first attacks, then cards with attribution gain the trait, the organization of the attacking unit. Yeah, it seems not that great to me. But hey, there's hate. Actually, you should read what hate does. If your opponent attacks they must attack this card if able. So it's like a taunt. Hate. I feel like that effect maybe was in the first set. Like your opponent's characters must attack this unit, but I don't think there was a keyword before. I think this is a new keyword. But I think that effect technically existed, maybe. But pretty cool. They're iterating and evolving every volume. Another Tita. That's nice. 4, 1, 2, 3. We got a Crow. 6 cost Crow. Thor's Military Academy. So you can tap him to stun target unit with CP cost equal to or less than the number of Thor's Military Academy in your trail. That seems very good, actually. If there's a like somewhat easy way to get Thor's into the trail, then you can kind of stun like anything. That's kind of crazy. He has an art, Cavalry Edge, KO target stunned unit. If you do, you gain bond equal to the CP cost of that unit. This just seems like a very solid card. See, I guess they're making the SRs better. Yeah, that's a great card. And I'm sure there's more than one Crow if you wanted to like early play him out too. Or with the Recluse Cube. Okay, we got 9 and 10. After this will be half done with the box. I really hope we get a secret rare. That'd be really cool. There are 2 secret rares possible. Again, the rates are 1 in 3 boxes. Gotta use this again. I think this one we saw already. Normals. I'm gonna try to speed this up a little for you guys, but feel free to like pause, or if you have any questions, ask me in the comments. I check that pretty regularly. I'm happy to answer anything about this game. I do know this game pretty well. Again, I know this game pretty well-ish, and I know the Trail series. I love talking about it. So again, put any questions you have in the comments. This is quite a nice art. Look at that bird. She's a 4-cost Ouroboros. She has Covert, and you can pay 2 bond to ready target unit control. It can't attack this turn. I guess the point of this is that you want to play a unit like the Crow, for example, and then rest him to use his effect, and then, no, you attack with it, then you pay 2 bond to ready it, and then it can't attack again, but you can use its tap effect. So you can get the attacking value and the effect values. That's kind of cool. This is pretty promising, actually. And it is a 8/6 stat line. That's pretty good for a 4-cost. And it has a cool art. Tyrell, you gain 10 bond. This seems very solid, actually. I feel like Tyrell is like a new effect that was not in set 1. But just healing 10 is kind of crazy. Again, your life in this game is 40. So healing 10 is like a lot. Fee. Units you control gain 2/2 and SCLM attacking. That's really good. This is same stat line. So 4-cost 8/6. So it's it's a pretty standard stat line. These are both actually crazy cards. Oh my god. Wow. Canone. I don't know. Loyalty. On play, if you control an Alan Richard, draw card. See another loyalty mechanic. Cool. Loyalty, I really like the loyalty mechanic in concept. I think it's a pretty cool. Alicia. If you control another non-stunned Liberal Kingdom, this card can't be attacked. So your opponent can't attack this unless they have no other liberal targets left to attack. So it's kind of protected in a way, not from spells, but from attacks. Other Liberal Kingdom you control get +2/+2. That's also huge. That's a big number. Wow. There's definitely a deck you can make around her, I'm sure. Huh. Interesting. It's a linker. This one is the Liberal Kingdom linker. That's good. So base linker, it's what I call it. I don't know if that's a real term. It probably isn't. Bases that can link 2 organization names together. So if you have like these both on board, and then you flip this base, you can link Thor's and Liberal, so they'll be the same. So all Thor's characters will have Liberal Kingdom trait organization, and vice versa. So this will get the +2/+2 from Elisa if you had that up, for example. And the interesting thing is that links affect all zones. So even like in deck, they affect the organization names. That's quite good. Salt Pail. Hey, it's the Kevin thing. Is that a spoiler to say? It's a 2-cost item. Destroy this card. Remove target stun unit from the game. That's interesting. I don't know if it's good, but it's interesting. I don't know if the game had a complete like banish mechanic, but remove from the game sounds like banish or remove from play, which I think that's a new mechanic in this game. I don't think the first set dealt with that at all. So yeah, like I said, a lot of cool stuff they're iterating on in the second volume. New mechanics, playing around with things. Pretty interesting. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is another common. Looks like there's 2 army cards. So set 1 had the crossbow police as army. This one has shoot, what was it called? Those Duke, whatever the Duke Duval's servant guys were called, just generic shock troopers. Where were they? Special ops. So this is one army card, and this is another army card. They're both 1-cost. I think the police were 1 also. I don't remember exactly. So these are armies cards. You can put as many as you want in the same deck. This one has loyalty for Goliath Osborne, gains +1/+0, and gets an additional +1/+0 when SCLM attacking. This seems much more army-like than this one, but and this is probably pretty good too, actually. Liberal Kingdom, you can buff it with Queen Alicia. Loyalty, yeah, wow. Definitely some potential there. The Bobcat. Oh, Claudia, finally. Whenever it deals overkill damage, draw a card. That's kind of neat. She has a okay stat line, 5-cost 9/8. It's okay. Her cure target unit, that could be useful. You got Lloyd Bannings again. Lloyd was pretty dominant in the first set, so I'm surprised there's another card for him. But I guess he's the main character of the Zero and Azure. So he has Covert and Dispatch. So Covert is a mechanic where it's kind of like phasing. So the characters without Covert cannot attack characters with Covert. So it's kind of like, it's almost like flying in Magic, except it's not, because characters with covert can only attack covert either. They cannot attack non-covert things. So it's like you're fighting in two different planes. I kind of call it like phasing. I can't think of any other card games that do the mechanic, but phasing as a whole is like A and B where they can't interact with each other. So yeah, covert. And dispatch is you can play the card from your base. Whenever it SC11 attacks, draw a card. That's quite good on a 3-cost 5. This is a solid stat line. 3-cost 5/4, and it has draw power and covert. And he looks cool, the art. Needle Shoot. I feel like that's a new art, too. Target combating unit gains +1/+2. Pretty solid. Maybe this is like one of the cheapest SRs in terms of like cost that I remember seeing. 2, 3, 4. Another Queen Alicia. I'm definitely going to want to use her. Tita. If you control an item, Liberal Kingdoms have support. That's also very good. It basically means you can never get overkill damaged. Wow. Huh. And has Dark Matter. Dark Matter was actually in the previous game, but it was a strong art to use. This is an 8-cost McBaron. Oh, 8 cost is huge. 8 is the highest cost in the game. In set 1, there were 3 cards that cost 8. There was a Cassius Bright, Angel Weissman, and I'm blanking on the name of the last one, but the Knight Lady from Ouroboros. This is another one from Ouroboros. Cool. He is huge. 8/8. 18/18 costs 8, and his art costs 8 too. He's like a big body. I don't know if he'll ever hit the board, but maybe now. I don't know. On play, you can discard an Ouroboros if you don't put this card on the bottom of your deck, so you just have to discard an Ouroboros to play him. At the start of the combat phase, action all units your opponent controls. I mean, these things have to have insane effects to be so high cost, but this is insane. So you play it, and then you go into combat, and then all your opponent's cards get rested, so they can't attack with anything. That's kind of crazy. And his art is Purgatory. Stun all units with CP cost 5 or less. Wow. He's a big boy. Quite. I was not able to successfully build a stall late game deck in set 1. Maybe there's new tools for it, but yeah. It'd be interesting to see a late game. You got Duke. I guess I got his name wrong earlier. Whenever this card SC11 attacks, you may be able to target base. That's kind of neat. Fine stat line. Tita's mom. Orbital Bike. This is another item. It's a 1-cost. On play, give a unit you control 2/2 until this card leaves the field. It's almost like an equip card, it sounds like. And then you can destroy this to return the unit to your hand. It's like the bike crashes. So I guess this is an equip card in like all but the literal sense. I don't think you physically attach it to the unit, but it buffs the unit forever. Basically, an equipment. Got a reinforcements and martial arts. Pay 4 bond. Put target event from your trail into your hand. So you can pay 4 to grab a event spell back from your trail as discard pile, from discard pile to hand. Heat up. That's also a new art that was not in the game in the TCG before. Units you control ignore all effects currently applied to them this turn. That's quite cool. And reinforcements. So is that a new mechanic? Reinforcements. Play this card as a unit only if you control a unit that shares an organization with this card. I think that is a new mechanic. Interesting. So you can only play it if you have another Thor's already. I kind of like the idea of that. Solid card. He looks cool. Good art. 1, 2. Another army card. 4. 1, 2, 3. We got a Cassius. There's another Cassius in the game, so this one's a 7 job instead of 8. Martial arts and loyalty. If you control an Alicia, gains 1/1 for every card in your hand. I don't think hand. Well, okay. I've seen hand get pretty huge in this game, so maybe that's good. I was gonna say he sounded a bit underwhelming for a 7 cost. He's a 12/12 base, but I could see maybe if hands get super crazy. I've experienced people having like over like 15 cards in hand. So you know what? Maybe. And he has martial arts, so I guess he's kind of like a huge wall. Oops. You got 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Look, all 4 of our normal rares were Thor's cards. If we were playing the sealed battle mode, this would be a very good pack to have. Just a bunch of Thor's cards. Albert Russell. 0/2. On play, search your deck for an item, reveal it, and put it to your hand, then shuffle. That sounds quite good. I would love. Okay, even though items have been nerfed, I can definitely see the appeal and why they would be very strong. I feel like it's probably still strong. I'm gonna try it for sure. Again, I play a mix of constructed and normal, so I have experience with both. So this is okay. Even though I don't know too much about the new set, I know this card for sure has been nerfed. So it is a 1-cost item, and you can destroy it to give something 1/1 this turn, then draw a card. So pretty decent, right? You play it. Maybe you can use it to early play your Tita or something. You can destroy it to buff something and then draw a card, so it refunds itself. Sounds decent, right? So in the original Japanese Volume 2 release, this card cost 0. So it was completely free. It costs you nothing. You play it. It's like Upstart Goblin at the very least. You play it, play it, get whatever effects having items, destroy it, buff something, and then draw a card. It completely refunds itself for no cost. And Upstart Goblin in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a OP card. So you can imagine how insane this is. You like... Here's what your turn 1 play could be. If you started with one of these in hand, and you had him in hand, and a Tita. I mean, this is like a pretty hypothetical scenario because you need, admittedly, this is just something I'm making up at the top of my head, but you do need, I'm sure there's better plays than this. This is just like the first one I can intuitively think of as like really simple without having looked at the deck or anything. So if you have this in your starting hand, turn 1 on your 1-cost turn, you play him. On play, you search for another copy of this, so you have 2 copies of this in hand. You play both of these, you have 2 items on board, so your Tita costs 2 less, so she's free. You play her, and in your first turn board, you have 2 characters and 2. You could destroy these to buff or just draw. So it's like ridiculous on your first turn. Yeah, you can see why they raised this to cost 1. I feel like most things should not cost 0 in this game, especially, or in any game, especially if they refund you a card. That's kind of just like a red flag inherently. But still, I imagine this card's still to be very good. And look, it's great art. You like Tita. Okay, this is the SR. It's Sarah. It's a 7-cost A-rank bracer. At the start of your cure phase, stun all units your opponent controls. Okay, so if this lives throughout the combat, then you pretty much kill all your opponent's characters. Wow, that's quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another bike. We like the bike. Tita Russell. Well, there's so many Tita cards in this set. I don't think there were any Tita cards in the first set. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there weren't any Tita cards in the first set. But this one seems to have 3. There's a 2-cost, a 4-cost, and now a 6-cost. Tita Russell the Apprentice. You can tap it to discard an item card, and if you do, stun target unit with CP cost equal to or less than the CP cost of the item discarded to pay this cost. I don't know if there's expensive items in this game, but sounds a little underwhelming otherwise. 6-cost art. Gold Halo. That's definitely a new art in this TCG. I don't remember that name. Units your opponent controls get -2/-2 this turn, then you heal 2. It's fine. I like this art a lot. I think this is. I think they used this to make a Steam trading card of that art, or a background or something like that. I played them on PSP actually, but it looks familiar. How are we doing? This is already 28 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry. I will go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. Factory of the Russell. All this cool factory stuff. The Gospel. It's 1-cost CP. On play, target a card on the field. It loses all crafts until this card leaves the field. It permanently loses all its effects. That's hilarious. And it's a 1-cost item. We like items. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Got a Sharon. It's a 1-cost SR. I don't know if there was a 1-cost SR in the first set. That's neat. Sharon Kruger. This card enters the field actioned. You can tap it. So it enters the field rested already. But you can, if it's standing, you can tap it to bounce it to your hand. Tap. Return this card to your hand. Search your deck for an item or event. Reveal it and put it to your hand. Then shuffle. Isn't she like kind of worse? A worse version of him? I mean, it's a 1-cost. That's probably fine. I'm sure there's some cool things you can do with it. But she might just die. I don't know how I feel about that. But it's a Roberus. Maybe that has something going for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. The Iron Bloods. Oh, I think I remember this card. This is a 3-cost event with loyalty. Search your deck for an Erebonian Empire organization card. Reveal it and put it in your hand, and then shuffle. If you control a Goliath Osborne, you may put a unit with CP cost 2 or less from your hand onto the field. So you can just, it searches a thing and can play a thing. And it costs mana instead of, or it costs EP instead of CP. So you can like get a pretty big board early. This card seems very good for sure. And it's a great art. 1, 2, and there's Goliath. I think there's multiple Goliaths. I feel like we saw one earlier. I just didn't point it out. Tita's dad. You control Tita loyalty. Put target item from your trail in your hand. You get an item back. You can get that. You could have got that stupid 0 cost. Oh my god. That's so dumb. Oh, there's another Goliath. We were just talking about it. We got a Toval and the RSL. Units you control get loyalty. If you control Alicia the queen, this card gets 2/2. Wow. Everything gets 2/2. Toval, 2 cost. Again, there's cheaper SRs in terms of cost, so it's kind of interesting now. Covert, Attribution, and Dispatch. That's a lot of keywords. You can tap it. You may return a face-down ready card from your home base to your hand. If you do, you may put a card from your hand onto your home base face-down as ready. You can, like, swap something out. That's fine. I mean, he's a 2 cost. He has a good stat line, and he has a pretty good art. And he's Bracer Guild. This is, like, totally fine. I don't know how useful that effect is, but, like, it's a fine card. Okay, that was a long first box. I'm definitely going to try to speed up the second one. I'm sorry. I honestly did not intend it to go anywhere near that long. I'll speed this one up. I think I'm just going to go for hits for this box. But again, yes, if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, it's Elisa. This is the one I was telling you about, the 2 cost. The card I pointed out earlier. This is the full art version of it. Quite nice. And you get all the same stuff in every box. The same, you know, all the goodies. This one's going to be faster, I promise. If you have any questions... Oh, something I wanted to point out. Every box, little, like, you know, the thing they use just hold the packs. It's kind of cute. They use this as also, like, if you really wanted to, you could use this as a life counter. So see, there's both sides have, like, this counting from 40 to 0. And they have these little, like, time markers you can, like, punch out and use these to, like, mark your life. And there's initiative markers. So you can just use this to track who's the initiative player. So pretty cool little addition. It's a nice, like, cute little, good care put into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. This one, I'll just rip this one open. We'll speed it up. See, so easy to open up the packs. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Should I separate the? I'll separate the SRs, maybe. I could just separate everything. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if it matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have any questions about this game, again, let me know in the comments. I check them pretty regularly. And if you're interested in purchasing this product for yourself or even finding info about it, check the description. I'm going to put some links in the description where you can find this product for yourself. So definitely check those out. Another gospel, seeing some dupes. So there's 38 unique SRs. So just as a heads up. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Any interest in purchasing the product, check the description for links. I'll find good links where you can buy it. This game is pretty niche, so it might be hard to find. So definitely check out the links. I've seen this one already too. I will hope you find a good place to buy it. Yeah, this is definitely not a game you're going to find in like a usual local game store, or especially not like a Target, Walmart kind of thing. It's very... We've seen all of these before. Wow. There's supposed to be 38 unique SRs. Yeah, you're not going to find this in a normal, like, typical store. So you're going to have to, like, special order this online, for sure. This is a small niche card game with a small but avid community. And obviously Trails, even the video game, it's growing popularity, but it's still not mainstream. So you have to find them in the special sources. Online is definitely the way to go. So again, check the description for those links. These are, like, all of the same SRs. Weird. We get a new one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's a dupe. Maybe we'll get a secret. I really want to get a secret. That'd be really cool if I could show you one in the video, just to show you what they look like. 1, 2, 3. I don't remember if my Volume 1 opening had a secret or not. Oh yeah, that's another thing I'm going to put a link for. I gotta remember that. I'll put a link to my old Set 1 opening in the description as well. But if I forget for some reason, you can find it on my channel somewhere. Mueller. So constructed in this game is a 50-card deck with maximum 4 copies of each of the same card. And the Blitz Battle is a 40-card deck because you're just putting 5 packs together. And there are no limits on how many copies you can put in. If you happen to pull 5 of the same card in your 5 packs, then you can do all of them. I don't know how likely that is. if at all. But, you know, the rules say you can. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's him. Okay, well, I mean, part of the reason this video is this box going much faster is because we're getting all the same SRs. I'm really only stopping to read the SRs for the most part, and they're all the same ones, so I haven't been reading them. 1, 2, 3. Another Tia. That's weird. This is like the same box. That's so strange. So I guess I'm gonna have a lot of SRs that are 2 ofs, and a lot of SRs that are 0 ofs. 1, 2, 3. Yep. How many other cards are there? 33 rares and 48 normals. So we've probably gotten all the normals and rares at this point. Probably. Whether I've pointed them out to you guys is another story. But I just want to get this video done faster. I did not mean to take up too much of your time, but I definitely wanted to open the second box, especially for a chance of showing you guys a secret. So this is a new SR. I don't think we got this in the last box. 6-cost Altina. She's popular. It's a funny pose. Has attribution, and you can discard an item card to stun a unit with CP cost 3 or less. That could be good, maybe. Like, it's a fine cost and stat line. The effect, stunning something on demand, is kind of nice. It turns any of your items into Flare Bolt, basically, that's good. Okay, I have turned my mind on. It's a good card. The only downside is it has no organization, so it can't be linked. I don't think you can link something with no organization, but that's a kind of a bummer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Got her. Seen her already, but she looks great. I'm so happy this game came to English. I was not expecting it to come to English at all, honestly. But it did, and even got the second volume over. So the first volume sold well enough. Oh my god, we got the secret. Very nice. Okay. This is good for the video. So you can see this is a secret fee. I don't remember what the normal fee is. Is it a 2-cost fee? Yeah, there we go. This is probably this card. All right, so first let's look at the normal one. 2-cost fee. Thor's Military Academy. Organizations you control get +2/+2 while SCLM attacking. That's quite good. This is just like the Shara in the first set for Bracer Guild, except for Thor's. Similar stat line, I think. Chrono Drive. Ready target unit with CP cost 2 or less. That's a new art. This is a pretty solid card. This was really good on Shara, so it's a good card, I think. And this is the cool secret version of it. Full art, borderless, no boxes or anything like that. This looks great. I'm going to sleeve this immediately. I'm glad I have some sleeves on hand. I originally was going to sleeve every SR, but I was like, I don't want to waste your guys' time too much with that. But I'm really, really glad we got a secret so I can show it to you guys what it looks like. Because this looks fantastic. This is a great looking card. Put in the sleeve. You can see on the bottom it says secret, and it's like a little rainbowy thing. Kind of nice. Quite nice. All right, we got it. Very nice. 1 of 2 secrets. Again, odds are 1 in 3 boxes, so getting 1 in 2 boxes is better than average. Pretty happy about that. Let's finish this box off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Got him again. Again, there are 38 SRs. I think we're just getting unlucky with this one in terms of showing you new SRs, or maybe that's the world telling me to try to hurry this video up for you guys. 2, 3, 4. But hey, we got the secret. Everything's great in the world. Got the Lloyd. Second to last pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. We got her again. I do know that cases are seeded so that in a case you'll get like pretty even distribution of cards. So maybe the reason we're getting all dupes is kind of like something weird relating to seeding. I'm not sure. 2, 3, 4. Maybe. Because like this is pretty unlikely to happen. I think 18 of our 20 SR slots were the same and 2 are different. So that's very unlikely statistically. So maybe it has something to do with the seeding, the way it works. But I don't know. Not enough info. So this was a great experience for me. I'm really excited to play this game. I love Trails. I love card games. I think this game actually works very well mechanically. Like trying to put aside my bias for Trails in general, which I know is hard. I think the game itself is very fun as well. It's a really good Blitz experience where you play Sealed, and the Constructed is also quite promising. There's not too many resources out for Constructed because the game's so niche. So me and my friends have just been kind of making up decks on the fly, and that's pretty fun in its own way. I don't know how the fully optimized, game works, where thousands of mines go into building a deck. But we have a really good time in both sealed and constructed. I have 4 constructed decks. My friend has 5, I think, from just set 1. So really looking forward to trying out the new stuff with this. Again, any questions, put them in the comments. I'll check that out and try to answer it best I can. And if you're interested in purchasing this product for yourself, check the description for links. And yeah, I hope this is useful to you guys. Till next time, take care.